We are on the brink of an awakening that breaks through the barriers between the ordinary and the extraordinary. There exists an advanced level of wisdom, accessible only to the most perceptive, that grants the ability to transform one's reality. This is not merely a theoretical or philosophical concept, but a practical approach that redefines how the universe responds to your essence. You have been following rules designed to align your perception with the consensus of the majority. However, the few who possess the knowledge of the 33rd degree, the elite 1%, understand a fundamental secret: these rules are not rigid. In truth, reality, as you know it, is malleable and infinitely adaptable. The first step to transcending the limits of what you believe possible lies in grasping the profound impact of your perception. Most people view life as an objective and immutable reflection of their surroundings. They follow daily routines, convinced that the world exists in a fixed state, independent of their interpretation. However, this could not be further from the truth. Your perception is a creative force, the mechanism through which you filter and organize every experience. Reality is not static, it is dynamic and responds directly to how you choose to perceive it. This realization, that your mind is not a passive receiver but an active tool, opens the door to unprecedented transformation. The knowledge of the 33rd degree reveals that the way you see the world not only shapes it but literally creates it. This perspective is a gateway to a level of consciousness that few ever attain. To begin modifying your reality, you must abandon the notion that your mind is merely a receiver of information. It is not a reflection of the external world. Instead, it is a projector that displays onto the screen of life everything you believe and value. Thoughts are not merely internal reflections, they are seeds planted in the soil of existence. If you nurture ideas of scarcity, you will see scarcity flourish around you. However, if your thoughts are rooted in abundance, the universe will respond with opportunities and possibilities aligned with that frequency. Those who master these concepts, the select group that understands the hidden workings of reality, know that their most persistent and frequent thoughts shape the events around them. Controlling the flow and content of your thoughts is not a luxury, it is a vital responsibility. Beliefs, often overlooked, are the cornerstone of perceived reality. Most people think their beliefs are formed in response to the world around them. However, the truth is quite the opposite. Your beliefs are the frameworks that define the contours of your experience. Changing beliefs is akin to adjusting the lens through which you view life. This is why the elite group that dominates the knowledge of the 33rd degree treats their beliefs as tools for continuous evolution. For these individuals, outdated beliefs are not sentimental relics, they are obstacles that must be eliminated or transformed. They understand that it is not enough to believe in what is possible, it is essential to embrace the impossible as inevitable. This mindset enables them to overcome barriers that most would never dare to challenge. The problems you face are not isolated events or external challenges that must be overcome. They are direct manifestations of internal limitations. Every obstacle that arises on your journey is a mirror reflecting something within you that needs adjustment. When faced with a challenge, instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" consider asking, "What is this revealing about my beliefs and perceptions?" Resolving these internal conflicts dissolves external barriers. When you begin to transform your beliefs and align your thoughts with your desires, something remarkable happens. Reality, which once seemed solid and inflexible, begins to shift. The elite who master this knowledge understand that the universe is not a static system. It is a malleable field of energy and potential that responds directly to intention. They do not wait for evidence to believe, they believe first, and the evidence emerges as a consequence. This revolutionary approach extends to identity itself. The way you perceive yourself establishes the boundaries of what you can achieve. If you define yourself as someone limited by circumstances, that will become your reality. However, if you identify as a powerful creator, capable of shaping life to your will, the universe will respond accordingly. At the heart of this understanding lies the idea that you are not merely living in a pre-created world. You are actively participating in the process of creation at every moment. Thoughts, beliefs, and actions form a continuous cycle that shapes your experience. To maximize your impact, you must act as though you are already the person you aspire to become. This means aligning your energy, choices, and presence with the reality you want to manifest. It is not about pretending, it is about consciously embodying that reality. Those who master the concept of time understand that it is not linear. Past, present, and future coexist as potentials within the quantum field. To collapse time and bring your desired future into the present, you must vibrate at the frequency of what you wish to experience. This requires focus, intention, and, above all, aligned action. Finally, mastering this practice demands trust, both in yourself and in the flow of the universe. It is not about obsessive control but about collaboration with the forces that govern reality. This trust must be paired with a commitment to constant growth. The elite never stop evolving. They understand that each new stage is merely the beginning of an even greater journey. When you internalize these principles, you begin to see that the universe is not something that happens to you. It is something that responds to you, waiting for you to take the reins of your creative journey. Imagine your mind as a powerful lens capable of amplifying or limiting how you perceive and interact with the world. This lens, your perception, has the power to transform your entire reality. While most people remain trapped in a limited view, accepting what is in front of them as absolute truth, there exists a small group, the esteemed 1%, who see far beyond. They possess an expansive perspective, visualizing possibilities, mapping probabilities, and anticipating potential outcomes. They are not passive spectators of life but active agents, shaping the world rather than merely reacting to it. Here is the initial step to applying this understanding in your life. Abandon the idea that your mind is merely a receiver of information from the external world. It is, in fact, a powerful projector, displaying on the screen of life the images generated by your deepest beliefs and recurring thoughts. Each idea you hold, especially those that repeat consistently, becomes a blueprint for the reality around you. If your thoughts are rooted in limitations, scarcity, or fear, you will experience a world that reflects exactly that. Conversely, if you focus on abundance, possibilities, and expansion, reality will respond in alignment. This is not magic or mere positivity. It is a natural law, accessible to everyone but understood and applied by only a few. The secret of the top 1% lies precisely in this profound comprehension. They know that reality is not rigid or static but flexible and responsive to the thoughts dominating their minds. It is not about random or fleeting thoughts but those that are constant, persistent, and emotionally charged. To better grasp how this dynamic works, think of every thought as a seed. When you plant seeds of scarcity, the trees that grow bear fruit of lack and limitations. However, when you plant seeds of prosperity and gratitude, the universe responds with abundant fruits. And these seeds are not merely casual words or phrases, they must be emotionally integrated and consistently repeated. Consider this: every frequency you emit returns as corresponding experiences. This is why the small group that masters advanced knowledge of reality adopts a rigorous practice of managing their thoughts. To them, what you think is not just a reflection of your current life but the cause of what is to come. The key here is to cultivate a proactive awareness. Most people operate on autopilot, unaware of the impact their beliefs and thoughts have. They assume the external world dictates their emotions and actions, but the truth is the opposite. The internal creates the external. Once you recognize that you are constantly projecting your reality, it becomes possible to change the course of your life. For instance, if you are facing financial challenges and constantly thinking about the lack of money, you are reinforcing the idea of scarcity. To change this, you must not only visualize abundance but also emotionally feel that it is already part of your life. This requires practice, discipline, and, above all, persistence. Those at the top understand that reality bends to a disciplined mind. They do not allow chaotic thoughts or negative beliefs to take control. Instead, they dedicate time and energy to refining their perception, tuning it to align with the realities they wish to create. These individuals are not solely focused on the here and now, but on the deliberate creation of what is to come. They align their most persistent thoughts with the goals they wish to achieve and let their actions follow this alignment. In doing so, they transform their lives into exact reflections of their intentions. Applying these principles to your life, you, too, can apply these principles to your journey, even if you are just starting. The first step is to become aware of the recurring thoughts that dominate your mind. Ask yourself, are the thoughts I'm having now creating the reality I desire? If the answer is negative, it is time to reprogram your mind. Replace thoughts of scarcity with ideas of possibilities. Cultivate a clear vision of the future you desire and keep it alive in your mind with emotion. Act as if that reality is already manifesting, making decisions aligned with your higher goal. When you begin to implement these practices, something incredible happens. Your perception expands. You stop seeing the world as a fixed place and start perceiving it as a field of infinite possibilities. This mindset shift is what differentiates those who merely survive from those who thrive. Imagine your beliefs as the invisible foundation supporting the structure of your life. They not only influence but also determine how you perceive and interact with the world. While many people think their beliefs are natural reactions to the external environment, the truth is much deeper. Your beliefs are the invisible architects of the world you experience. Changing those beliefs is equivalent to redesigning your reality. Most people accept the limits imposed by society as absolute truths. They believe they can only achieve what has already been proven possible. However, the select 1% who master advanced knowledge understand something essential. Limits are self-imposed illusions. For them, the impossible is not a barrier but a starting point. This conviction positions them to accomplish feats that most would never dare to imagine. This group understands that beliefs are neither passive nor inert. They are dynamic forces that shape all interactions, create opportunities, and define life's outcomes. They function like mental programs, silently operating in the background to either create or limit reality. Think about the last major obstacle you faced. You likely perceived it as something external, a barrier to be overcome. However, advanced knowledge, such as that taught by the 33rd degree, offers a radically different perspective. The challenges you encounter are not external but direct reflections of internal limitations. These limitations, at their core, are rooted in your beliefs. They act as mirrors, revealing where you need to grow or change internally. For instance, if you believe you do not deserve success, you will continually find yourself in situations that reinforce that narrative. But by transforming this belief, you change the dynamic of how the world responds to you. When the shift happens within, external challenges not only diminish but often disappear altogether. Think of your beliefs as lenses through which you view life. These lenses can either expand possibilities or severely restrict them. This is why those at the top do not merely believe in what is real, they dare to believe in what seems impossible. This mindset creates a field of opportunities that most people never experience. The secret lies in understanding that beliefs are not immutable. They can be adjusted, refined, or completely replaced. What separates those who thrive from those who stagnate is the ability to identify limiting beliefs and replace them with perspectives that drive growth. Transforming beliefs is not an automatic process, it is a deliberate one. To start, you must identify the internal narratives that underpin your thoughts and actions. Ask yourself, does this belief serve me or limit me? Then, replace outdated beliefs with new ideas aligned with the reality you wish to create. For example, if you repeatedly face financial difficulties, your underlying belief might be, money is hard to come by. This belief generates behaviors, decisions, and even energies that validate it. To change this, you must not only adopt a new thought, such as, abundance is natural and flows to me effortlessly, but also emotionally embrace this truth and act accordingly. Those who master these principles do not view beliefs as fixed. To them, beliefs are tools, constantly reviewed, adjusted, and updated to better align with their goals. They treat their belief system like mental software, which requires regular upgrades to remain relevant and effective. This mindset enables them to achieve what may seem miraculous to others. They do not cling to old narratives simply because they have held onto them for years. Instead, they are always ready to discard what no longer serves and embrace what can propel them to the next level. Another fundamental point is understanding that the external world always mirrors the internal. The world does not act against you, it responds to you. This means that by changing your beliefs and, consequently, your energy, the environment around you adjusts accordingly. For instance, challenges in relationships, careers, or finances often indicate unresolved beliefs about worthiness, confidence, or personal value. By confronting and transforming these beliefs, you not only improve your internal experience but also open doors that previously seemed closed. A practical exercise to reprogram your beliefs to begin this transformation. Try the following exercise. Identify an area in your life where you feel stuck. Ask yourself, what underlying belief is creating this experience? Replace this belief with a positive affirmation aligned with the reality you wish to create. Visualize this new belief in action daily, feeling emotionally how it would be to fully live it. Act consistently as if this belief were already true. Those who master their beliefs master their lives. They understand that no limits exist except those we accept as real. This small group of individuals not only believes this, they live it every day. By doing the same, you will discover that reality has never been fixed, it has always been waiting for your instructions. The great secret to success does not lie in skills or luck, but in the willingness to question and rewrite the beliefs that shape your life. Are you ready to become the architect of your own reality? Imagine your mind as an operating system where your beliefs act as the source code. Each line of this code defines how you interact with the world, perceive opportunities, and face challenges. Unlike a fixed program, however, your beliefs can be updated, adjusted, and rewritten. This is the key to understanding how to consciously shape your reality. Once you realize that your beliefs form the foundation of everything you experience, it becomes clear that you have the power to change them. The top 1%, those who consistently overcome apparent limits, approach their beliefs strategically and deliberately. They do not hold on to outdated ideas out of tradition or convenience. Instead, they view their beliefs as dynamic tools that must be continuously optimized to stay aligned with their objectives. This flexibility sets them apart, enabling them to adapt to new circumstances, overcome barriers, and create extraordinary realities. Just as outdated software can limit a system's performance, outdated beliefs can restrict your potential. That's why individuals who understand the transformative power of their convictions are constantly re-evaluating and adjusting their perspectives. They treat this process as an essential practice for personal growth and the achievement of their most ambitious goals. One of the reasons many people remain stuck in limiting beliefs is the fear of change. Beliefs, no matter how restrictive, offer a sense of security because they represent the known. Replacing them can seem challenging because it requires questioning what has been accepted as truth for years or even for a lifetime. However, the elite group understands that real growth only happens outside of the comfort zone. For them, any belief that no longer serves the purpose of expansion must be discarded or transformed. This is not an act of rejecting the past, but of committing to the future. They know that progress is not linear, it is a journey that requires continuous adjustments. Updating your beliefs is an active and conscious process. It's not just about replacing old thoughts with new ones, but about deeply understanding how those beliefs were formed and how they impact your life. Here is a practical method to start this process. Identify your key beliefs. Ask yourself what ideas you carry about important areas of your life, such as work, relationships, and health. For example, do you believe that success is difficult or that you have to fight to deserve recognition? Question the origin. Reflect on how these beliefs were formed. Were they influenced by past experiences, family teachings, or society? Recognizing the origin helps to detach these ideas from your identity. Evaluate the impact. Ask yourself, is this belief helping me or limiting me? If the answer is negative, it's time to replace it. Redefine your beliefs. Choose new thoughts that align with the outcomes you wish to achieve. For example, replace "success is difficult" with "I create opportunities and attract success effortlessly." Practice consistently. Reinforce these new beliefs with affirmations, visualizations, and actions that confirm their validity. The more you integrate these ideas into your routine, the more naturally they will become part of your reality. Those who hold positions of prominence in their fields, whether business leaders, innovators, or artists, understand that beliefs are tools, not prisons. They adjust their convictions as their goals evolve. If they once believed something was impossible, but they now see new evidence or opportunities, they quickly adapt their mindset to embrace what once seemed unattainable. This adaptability is crucial, as the world is in constant transformation. What worked yesterday may not be effective tomorrow. That's why top leaders cultivate an open mindset, willing to absorb new perspectives and discard ideas that no longer serve them. When you start to treat your beliefs as fluid, you realize that external reality is not fixed. It is an extension of what you believe is possible. This means that by updating your beliefs, you literally reconfigure the way the world responds to you. For instance, someone who has always believed they don't deserve success will likely encounter frequent barriers, as their mind unconsciously creates situations to confirm that belief. However, by redefining this belief to something like "I am worthy of all the good things I desire," that person will begin to attract circumstances and opportunities that reflect their new mindset. True mastery over life begins when you consciously take control of your beliefs. This is not something that happens once or has a definitive endpoint. It's a continuous practice, a cycle of self-assessment and growth. The top 1% understand that success is not about luck or innate talent, but about the ability to adapt and shape the mind. They treat their beliefs like a garden that needs to be cultivated, pulling out the weeds of limiting thoughts and planting seeds of unlimited possibilities. Now, ask yourself, what beliefs are you ready to let go of? And which new ideas do you want to cultivate? The answers to these questions can determine not only your current reality but also the future you're about to create. Are you ready to become the conscious architect of your own experience?